Louisiana beer reviews, yes. Another one in this same setting. Stone Enjoy By April 20th, 2017, India Pale Ale. And you bought this.
I bought this at Elias's wine cellar.
Wine Warehouse.
Wine warehouse, excuse me, in New Orleans, uptown area near Tulane University.
People that are from New Orleans know Elio's. They have outstanding deals on regular beer. Like you bought all that Schlitz, but then you say you couldn't stand to finish it.
They just get a little heavy. As a matter of fact, I didn't see it, and then the owner, Tim, pointed out to me that we have some of that. You might want to get it. And I said, should I? He says, if you don't get it, you got a problem. So
I was really happy with that.
I'll take your advice.
I was happy with that Newcastle Brown Ale. Remember they had that huge sale on the Newcastle?
Yes. And that turned out to be good for you?
Was it? Was it good?
For a while, they were sitting on a couple of pallets of variety pack Stone that I got, which was pretty darn good.
Now, Miss Lady, do you like India Pale Ales?
Yes.
Okay. I do. Oh, that's good.
That's okay.
Especially when they're filtered.
Yes.
Especially when they're filtered.
Love the West.
That is a heresy. They're supposed to be milky. 9.4. Wowza. What are the IBUs on this?
It's over 100. I saw somewhere.
Must be at 9.4%
Beer
alcohol.
Advocate review on this.
Holy
Maybe
moly.
Stone's website.
I had one of these once, a drink by, but they change the recipe every time, right?
I don't know the history of these, other than I know that it's fresh hopped, and something to do with the way they hop things. They want you to drink it right away, or it loses profile.
Yeah, because the hops fade. Now there's off-white ivory color headlight, right? Ivory piano keys. It's clear. It's golden. Oh, pretty setting. I wish I could have all those roses in the set in the picture. I've got so many roses blooming.
Color of sunshine.
Blood red roses. Sorry, folks, can't see the roses. What do I do to protect those roses in the wintertime? Absolutely nothing. I don't protect my plants. I let them die, and then I cut them down, and they grow back stronger than before.
Speaking of roses, the hop profile on the nose is very, very floral.
It's fruity. It's like tangerine juice.
Pleasantly floral.
It's like,
It's definitely a flower note, not a citrus note I'm getting. And then sometimes with citrus flowers, you get that.
flower?
Yes. Like a sweet.
Like a daylily? I don't know what it's like. It's very, now they're saying super dank. It's not super dank. This is not like a Rush concert in 1984 at UNO Lakefront Arena.
Then again, we have not tasted it yet. And as you pointed out earlier, this changes with recipe.
I mentioned that because I went to see Rush in 1984 at UNO, and there was a dank aroma wafting through the arena from some source. Just was
marijuana.
It's a pungent smell. And I also noticed that same smell at Ozzy Osbourne and Motley Crue and Ozzy Osbourne and Metallica. Weird. Okay. When I go to the basketball games at that exact same arena, I never smell that smell. It's starting to fade though.
Dank. It's merely just 2 weeks old.
On my third sip, there wasn't a whole lot of aroma. On my third whiff. It's kind of muted now. It was like a burst of smell, and then some smell, and then...
Founders made one, they called it a wet hop, which is very similar in style to this.
You ever tried those Sierra Nevada specialty ones that come in the big bottle, the 24-ounce bottle, and they're like Northern Hemisphere, Southern Hemisphere, wet hop?
I have. I'm sitting on the ginger, and I so love the things about ginger.
Hey, Miss Lady, you ready to try the taste?
I did.
What she said?
I did.
She already tried it. Okay, you like that?
I did too. You get the nice, pleasant dankness out of it.
I know you like this.
Also delicious. This is one of the best IPAs I've ever tasted. It's clear, as with every good and wonderful West Coast style. You get
One of
that
the
mild
best.
bitterness.
Beer Advocate scores it 97 world class.
Sounds about-
1,447 reviews.
And there's probably, and that's for all the series, right? Not
What-
just
what
this
kind of IPAs are you
particular
looking at?
Best Buy.
It's for the Stone Enjoy By IPA.
Enjoy By. But they're not breaking it down into each Stone Enjoy By series. It's just the whole series. What about rate beer? They're probably giving it.
Brews are giving it a 98, world class.
My first try on this, I gave it world class right off my palate.
You ever had the regular Stone IPA, the one that's not a Best Buy?
Yes, the green label, it's fantastic.
I'll give it a solid A.
Yes,
It's an A.
it
It's
is
the most
great.
excellent beer.
That'll run you $10 all day long for a 6-pack. It's fantastic. The double IPA, which is very, very close to this, except this is hopped differently. It's also very good. It's only $2 more.
I like all these different type of IPAs. Like some of them are standard, like the Elysian. What was that one with the little hot guy on there? A little
Space Dust.
Space Dust.
I can't drink that one. I love it, but I have one.
We
and
won't
it
be
makes me
making-
sleepy.
We won't be making any more videos together.
Didn't say I didn't like it.
What about Goose IPA from Goose Island?
I've not tried that. So that's another one of those Evil Empire beers.
The Evil Empire owns Elysian now.
I know they did. They owned it before they got here. Before they got here, so I don't even know if we'll get the Elysian's beer or ABM beer.
Okay. The mouthfeel is medium. The finish is pretty dry, right? It's like
Dry.
you need water after this.
Nice bitter note.
It's bitter and it's dry.
Right. Now, I do have a
Light.
different palate than most IPA drinkers, so I
Light
would call
bitter.
this a pleasant bitterness, which lingers on my palate.
I say the bitter the better. You're not going to scare me off with
Correct.
bitterness, okay? When you give me a beer and it's called Hop Slam, I want to be knocked out of this rocking chair. Don't tell me it's a slam and it goes like this. Oh, hey, I got a little bitterness. Remember that? We were like, what the hell? What the heck? This
As a
one,
matter of fact, that particular company made another beer, went by the name of Hopsolation, which was 8% alcohol. Hop Slam was 10, and that was a wonderful beer. I'll buy that one all day long. Hop Slam, if it's there and it's offered to me like a Bud Light, I'll take it.
this one is like a Bud Light. This one is slamming more than the slam.
It's,
But is it better than Hop Stupid?
No, Hop Stupid is fantastic.
It's as
Stupid
good,
is
maybe.
Also, the deal of the day, $5 a day.
Yeah, I love Hop
Bomber,
Stupid.
you know, right?
9.4.
I saw it for $4.99
24.
at
It feels like it too.
I saw the Hop Stupid at Rouse's for $4.99. The big bomber.
Yes. Yes.
You know, we got into so much trouble with the Ghost in the Machine because we didn't say it was world class. I just don't think, and say it on air in a recorded video, I just don't think that that is up to this level. I mean,
It's
To
also
me,
a different style. They're
it's
going more on style.
The
of
New
this,
England
and it's
style, the
trendy,
milky.
New England, milky, cloudy, which looked a lot like that first beer we tried, the German Pilsner,
But-
which was fantastic. And I even said, wow, this kind of looks, it has a mouthfeel of envy. Excuse me.
but it's still an IPA, right? So in the world of IPA, you said the best IPA you ever tasted. I didn't think that the Ghost in the Machine was up to this level.
No.
I liked it. And people said, excellent. That's all you're going to say is excellent? I said, well, yeah.
I would
Excellent is
step
not a
out
bad
on a
score.
limb, and I would call the best IPA that we have here in Louisiana, crowd controlled by Southern Prohibition out of Hattiesburg. And I know it's not Louisiana, but that's the closest, best that we get, freshest that we can get, and I like it.
Okay, wait a minute. That Modillion from Urban South was pretty good.
But that's only there for a short period of time.
It's not an ongoing.
Yeah, they're doing a series run on that. As a matter of fact, the last one we went to, what was, I didn't get the name of it, but there was the addition of the new
Modillion.
Modillion series tastes a lot like Rogue 7 hops to me.
What about
and butter.
what about hoppitulas?
Hoppitulas and those beers.
What about Mecca hops though?
Yeah, they're geared toward another market that can buy those all they want, and if they think those are great, we're great for those folks that think those.
What about a Beta wrought iron?
I'd pick on a day when I couldn't find really one to drink.
Okay, back to this. I'm not gonna keep being bad. I think it's the hops are a little fleshy. They're a little, but they're not like New Belgium fleshy hops that are like this. Like it's a little fleshy. It's more like I'm gonna say if I was lowballing it, like if I was just like nitpicking it to death, trying to find every problem with it, I would give it an A. Most
Really?
excellent. If I was just trying to like dog it. But I'm going to give it an A+ because I think it's really good. You know?
I would give this between A+ and world class. I do kind of like the fleshy hops. If you don't, I think it's a personal preference. Again, everyone's palate is different. What you like, somebody else may not like. I think it's delicious, and I'm just a hop lover anyway. So, with that said, most excellent.
I'm not a hop lover. Okay, what do you say?
I agree, it's an A+, it's not something I would go after and drink, you know, but I know you like the style. But the style and everything, and for what it is, I think it's an A+, okay.
Now I'm going to give you a challenge. If you go to Mathern's today, get the the Goose IPA. Now, I mean, that's only like 6.5. What?
Challenge accepted.
That's not like, 9.4 and 100 IBUs. It's like your standard 1996 IPA, old school IPA. But I want to see what you think about it. Give it a fair shake. Don't say, well, it's
No,
owned
it's
by
fine.
the Empire. All right. So anyway,
The Empire does put out good beer.
A+ to A+ to even possibly. I would not agree with that world class, but anyway, whatever. If you see it, buy it and try it because you're gonna obviously like it.
Because if you see it and don't get it, it's going to run out the door before you get it.
Yeah. It's bitter, but it's not harsh or like the bitterness doesn't turn you off. You know what I mean?
No, it's a pleasant bitterness. And that's the problem sometimes. I find with beers now, a lot of folks drink beer, they want everything to be sweet, or they want it to be this way or that way.
No.
Sometimes you just have to embrace something. For instance, like the sour folk are always trying to get me to go to a sour beer, and some of them are tasty. But it's not my bag of
I can live without them.
Yes.
Without them. Sorry, had a little trouble talking. All right. Well, anyway, so Les Îles Bon Temps Relais, a fantastic beer, and we're going to end this review by saying y'all come on down to New Orleans.